In this video, I've got 10 tips for you for those days when you plan to record your videos. First off, plan what you're going to say. You'll have heard the quote, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." It's just not a good idea to do a long video recording without a prepared plan. Think it through. Make sure you have a beginning, a middle and an end. Perhaps even create some cue cards so you can rehearse with them. If it's a long video, then script it. Scripting it helps you avoid missing out the essential elements. It keeps you on track and on point and prevents you going off on tangent. And if it's a very long video or you plan to shoot a lot of videos all at one time, you might consider using a teleprompter. This can really speed up the process of shooting a lot of videos all in one go. Now, this leads me on to my second point. Do dedicate time for batch filming. Batch filming can be a really good idea, especially if you are using a space that is not necessarily dedicated to filming. It means that you can create your set and film quite a few videos without having to set up your kit and take it back down each time. It also means that you get into flow. It gets much easier when you're in rhythm. Stopping and starting doesn't do much for the flow of your recordings. And also it may help you keep a consistent look if that's important to you. Tip 3. When it comes to a consistent look, you may decide to want a look a certain way for your audience. Remaining relatively consistent helps your audience and gives them a feeling of comfort. Consistency may apply to the way you dress. It may also apply to the background. But one thing, visually you will want to look presentable, whatever that means to you. Tip number 4, do a test recording. This might seem just like common sense, and of course it is. Doing a test record can save you a ton of time by not having to re-record your videos. So when you're doing a test recording, check for things like sound and the quality of your sound. Now I know it might sound obvious, but it's easy to start a video recording without even switching the mic on. Check the lighting and the camera settings, and also check you're in the right place and that you don't have plants or ornaments coming out of the top of your head. And now I wouldn't expect you to record the whole video, just record a minute or so, just to check your settings and your position. Number 5, stand while you're recording for much more energy. If you want to give your recordings more oomph, standing up can help. It allows you to get more oxygen in your lungs, and just standing up rather than sitting down can physically change your presence as well as your emotional state. I don't always do it myself, but depending on the video you are shooting, it's worthwhile bearing in mind. Tip number 6, when you're thinking of setting up your camera for recording, set your white balance and your focus to manual. As the talent might move forward and back whilst being animated in the presentation, if you have it set to autofocus, the camera can try and do its best to keep up with the movement, and you might see the camera coming in and out of focus. The same can be true of white balance. If you have the white balance set to auto, it will try and change its settings as the lighting changes in the room. This is particularly important if you're using natural light or filming outdoors. Tip number 7, check your batteries. Make sure you have full batteries for your camera, your microphones and your lights before you even start. There is nothing more frustrating than batteries running out during a shoot. In the case of your microphone, you might not even notice if the battery has run out until you import the video into your computer for editing. And that's incredibly annoying when you have a beautifully shot video and the sound just cuts out. Also, make sure you have enough spare batteries to keep your equipment fully charged throughout the day. If the battery does run out, you might not have time to recharge it. Tip 8, try to smile throughout your recording and smile particularly at the end of the recording. This is likely to be the frame that your audience is left with, so try and make it a happy smiley face and full of optimism. Tip 9, take a break. If you're spending the whole day filming, don't try and do all your videos back to back. You might not feel your energy levels are falling, but your audience will notice dips in energy as you get tired throughout the day. So take a break, keep hydrated, and have snacks to keep your energy levels up. It really can be very obvious when you're tired or even becoming bored throughout a full day of filming. And finally, tip 10, use your muscle memory if you are taking breaks throughout the day when you return to the set, and make sure that you use muscle memory to make sure you're in the same place. Now this is particularly important if you're standing up to shoot your videos. So these are 10 tips that will stand you in really good stead for shooting a whole batch of videos. First of all, plan. 2, do films in batches. 3, keep your look consistent. 4, do a test recording. 5, stand for more energy. 6, set your camera to manual focus and manual white balance. Check your batteries. 8, smile. 9, take breaks to remain fresh. And 10, use your muscle memory to keep your place on set. Now, if this has been valuable, why not download the checklist I've created as additional material for this video. Also, if you want to get more detailed information and support about how you can create your own courses quickly and easily, then I think the My Expertise Online Academy is for you. It's all you will need to create, market and sell your own online products.